everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play The Outer Worlds. Yes, indeed, here we are once again at Amber Heights, the Iconoclasts, for a couple of reasons. First of all,
can I actually order one of those Diet Soap capsule packs through you?
This unit has exhausted its library of pre-approved responses. Resetting library now.
It's real fortunate that you're useful in a fight, you know?
Yes. It's knocked me off my train of thought. Bloody hell. Can you pipe down? Blooming hell. Chappie here, what's he called? Ash, yes. We have some news for him.
I'm drinking here. Move yourself on. Nothing on this moon for nobody. There's a lot of heartbreak.
It's one way to greet me, considering I've found Lamont's body.
You know, a tiny part, a damn stupid part of me hoped he was still out there. What happened?
They got sloppy. Looked like Mantisore's got him.
Damn. Well, you find our box of memories?
Yeah, about that. I found a list of agents in the outpost. You aren't on it.
Well, ain't you clever? Fine. I was supposed to pick him up that night. Thing is, another offer came along. Bit more lucrative.
Let me guess. That's not a box of memories.
Surely ain't. But it'll buy me some better ones. Look, I like your gumption. I was gonna share the bits, but here's a couple extra. Now go on. Even old Mantis passed.
Yeah. See you around. Alright. Typical mercenary behaviour, that's all we can say. So the second reason that we are here is because we're trying to get the Iconoclasts and MSI to stop broadcasting so that we can report back to the broker and get the information we seek, which will hopefully pinpoint us to the location of what we need for Phineas. We've got a sneaking suspicion that in order for Graham, I believe he's called, to do as we ask, he's going to want something in return. So let's see.
Nyoka, I can smell you're having fun.
I'm going to be blunt with you here. Graham, isn't it? Hiram needs you to stop using Devil's Peak.
Stop? No. Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people.
Look, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but your broadcasts ain't working. You think people are listening to you out there? You see signs of that?
I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but Devil's Peak is an interplanetary radio tower. Surely somebody is listening. Surely?
Surely. Listen, you're only transmitting on a single radio frequency, and very few people can receive it. I hate to break it to you, but it's a waste of time.
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine. Maybe now's the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower.
Fine. Fine. You've run out of pamphlets anyway. Seems you could use some more. I'll be back when it's done.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't be up for a run for a while yet.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
MSI? Supplies you?
One of our sympathizers. A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
Wait, Huxley? The name rings a bell. I helped her, Huxley, get out of a room. She's not the brightest spark, is she?
So you're her mysterious savior. She sings your praises.
That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so tone-deaf.
Yeah. Well, anyway, where is the supplier?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
All right. I'll be back.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
So we've got to get printing press rollers, high capacity cartridges, or extra supplies. I think we'll probably get the extra supplies. Mind you, being a military man. Cartridges? Does it really matter? But we're not going to be getting that, around to that today. Got a few other things to do, which is going to take most of our time. Well, I say most of our time, mainly quest hand-ins, but we're going to go back to Stellar Bay. And I am going to utilise fast travel. Okay. We've got a few little things to do over there. What's that? The commuter. Stellar Bay. Yeah, let's get inside. Let's get inside Stellar Bay. We've got a few things to do, and then we can replan and repurpose, because there's still a few more things to do outside of Stellar Bay, of course. Right. Looking familiar. So first things first, then.
Vacuum pack full. Emptying sack and replacing filter now.
That sounds like too much information. This chappie.
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacks? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacks. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
Yeah. I'm here about Mr. Pickett, remember? I found his journal.
He'll probably be wanting it back. You see any sign of him?
I found the journal inside the Mantiqueen I killed.
Funny place to leave a journal. But what about Mr. Pickett?
Didn't think I'd have to spell it out to you, but if you connect the dots, Sebastian, he was eaten by the Mantiqueen I've just killed. He's dead. And all that's left is the journal.
That's pretty sad. He sure seemed like he knew what he was doing.
Anyone fool enough to chase after a queen is pretty fucking far from the know what they're doing class of people.
So this journal is all he left behind? Seems like I ought to read it. Looks mighty long, though.
Well, hey, at least he found his Mantiqueen.
Huh. That's a fine way of putting it. In any case, I appreciate you tracking down Mr. Pickett for me. Here's some bits for your trouble.
Hey! The dramatic flair of the old level up. Right, we're not going to use it just yet because, we just walked right past this little old dear who's waiting for news of her son.
Oh, you're back. Please tell me you found my baby boy. Where is he? Where's my little Tucker?
I'm sorry. But it's as you feared. He's dead.
No, that can't be true. Not my little boy, not my baby. Wait, are you sure it wasn't someone else? Maybe my little boy's all right. How could you know it was him?
I found this ring on his body. Do you recognize it?
That's Tucker's ring. His daddy gave it to him and he never took it off since. How did you... No, no, it can't be. He's not dead. Not my child. Not my sweet Tucker. I promise I always look out for him. Take the money. Just please leave me to grieve.
Oh well. Leave her to grieve. Is it bad that we don't feel any remorse? Oh dear. Probably. But hey ho. Such is life. Mr. Nandy, we meet again.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I've got some good news. First of all, I found your review on the terminal of the arms building.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it.
It was already open. I couldn't help but see what was on the screen.
Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, it was a joke to them.
Your left kidney?
One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Did it?
Apparently not.
Anyway. You're in charge now, aren't you? Who cares what they think?
Yeah, in charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners.
Well, you've made it work so far. It's more than anyone can say for those executive types.
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
Well, while I was there, I happened to stumble across this. Oh yeah, and I did delete that data. Don't worry.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
I thought you were sending me after a weapon.
But that's exactly what this is. The world isn't changed with guns and speeches, much as Graham and his followers would like to think, but rather with meticulous documentation. And the Bill of Liquidation/Transfer Form 52 is one of the most formidable pieces of data entry in all of Halcyon. One false stroke can invalidate the entire document.
It's true. One of the old execs gave herself a stroke trying to fill out the exemption section.
Okay, so what does this thing do exactly?
For our part, a Bill of Liquidation/Transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Ah. Okay, and what comes next? If you could just cut to the chase, I'm on a tight schedule here.
Corporate espionage. How was that, Celia? Did I sell it?
Your best delivery yet, sir.
I've got one request, though. Once I've helped you with all of this and seen it all through, you'll stop with your broadcasts.
Help us with this final matter and we won't need to broadcast anymore. You have my word. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Those bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
Yeah. Crafty. Very crafty.
You really think so? I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
You don't have to worry about that, Mr. Nandy. I have a certain way with getting words out of people's mouths.
Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it?
Close enough.
Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
All right. I'm on it. Don't worry.
I knew you were the right person for the job. I suppose I'll leave you to it.
So we've already mentioned this, haven't we? Yeah, we need to do that. Do we need to do this? Yeah, we need to do this. For him to accept, I think. We can always check. Okay. So, yeah, we need to complete the quest Bolt with his name. So we've done that, but now we've got errors unseen. So we need to complete this as well, which is to follow up with Catherine. We need to do the commuter quest for Graham. Okay. And there's still the graves to do. Bertold back at the camp near Devil's Peak, which we can do when we go to return to the information broker. So there's a couple more things to do whilst we're here, though. Velma at the fishery. And this passcode thing. Well, Catherine Mallin might be in Fallbrook, so Could kind of kill two birds with one stone with that one. Okay, well, seems like we are the bearer of bad news. Not that she'll probably care.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
We spat in your spirits, Velma.
You noticed my mood? I'm surprised you can see straight today.
I could be seeing triple and I'd still think you're being unkind. I just might find it funnier.
Will you try wrangling half a ton of dead fish with decades-old equipment and see what it does for your disposition? Anyway, what do you folks need?
I've got some bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
Not quite. Dead. Eaten by cannibals. Not the best ways to go, is it?
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
Yeah. As I said, rotten way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Nope. Alright, so I just want to double check something. So let's just take a wee peek and see if we can. So this, let me just, yeah. Missing passcode. There was no quest marker for this one the first time we did this, but now there is. Question is, where is it? Aha! Oh! Stellar Bay Ruins South. What's that all about? We have retrieved the missing passcode. Meet with Catherine, which will be in Fallbrook, will it not? Yeah. So that is definitely our next port of call. But what is this? An alternative way out. Certainly looks like it, doesn't it? Right, alright. So it's just an alternative way out of the town. We've done everything in there. Our next port of call is Fallbrook. And we've already been there once, so let's take advantage of that, shall we? And here it is. So whilst we are here in Fallbrook, let's just refresh ourselves as to what we need to do. We need to speak with Catherine about this passcode. She'll provide details on how to salvage the Alta Vitae gas. And also, Sanjar. Catherine will know where this other corporation is operating. So Catherine is our link and contact here, but whilst we are inside we may pick up another couple of things to do. So let's see what Fallbrook is all about.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
I'm looking for Catherine.
You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? That sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit.
Okay. Do you know where she is or not?
She's not but just down the way. The 10 to 1 says she's either pouring drinks or skinning a sprat in the saloon. Word to the wise, Ms. Malin don't take kindly to interlopers. When I said sprat, I didn't mean the sort with whiskers and a tail. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Yeah, well, you facilitated my needs adequately enough. See you later.
Area filth level assessment. Disgusting!
Fallbrook's great. Anything you want, they've got it. So long as you've got the bits.
Well, let's have a look. We have some bits. We have 18,000 of the bad boys. And I recollect this area. This was the area that I saw in one of the previews before the game came out. Ooh, is this a shop?
Take a gander at that mug. I ain't ever seen someone so adept looking my whole life.
Watch yourself, Captain. This guy's got eyes like a sprat set on stealing your dinner.
Oh, now, come on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium goldblood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink.
Favors don't usually come for free, but go on.
Oh, I enjoy a good challenge. I'll get right to it then. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats.
Yeah, stroke of brilliance. Sorry, I can't get the words out. I'm so shocked by the utter ingenious of it.
See? I know a fellow genius when I clap eyes on him. Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you locate him and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
5% of the profits. I hate to break it to you, but I'm not interested.
Well, my ma always did say, you want any dealing done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Running after sprats for 5% profits. I think I got nothing better to do with my time. Vending machine. Yeah, this is the area that we saw. That I saw on the on one of the, as I say, one of the preview sort of trailers or gameplay previews. The Chet. Interesting name.
No, but thank you. I'm quite all right as I am.
Hey, I'm looking for Catherine. You know where I can find her?
Can't fathom why you'd go searching her out. But it's your neck on the noose. I was told she runs the saloon. Don't suppose I could just ask you to scram.
Suppose you can. Nice eyebrows. Fool.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him was, stars, I can't remember.
Ah, Mayling's House
He got crushed
of
during the
Hospitality.
His team running that drop?
Oh.
Hungry? I'm famished myself. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Is that how you greet all your customers? If I had any inclination to buy anything from you, it's probably significantly reduced due to your attitude problem. Quest items. Sublight datapad. The personal datapad of a sublight contractor. That could be handy. Both of these could be handy. This datapad contains the personal journal of Mercer Cole, a low-level sublight contractor. Most entries pertain to slagging his teammates or complaining about shit-for-pay contracts. The last entry reads, "Can't believe we found fucking Alavite gas in a hibernated reso lab out in the dust bag. La Vite? Oliviti? Whatever it's spelled, it's worth a shit ton. Who the fuck would use that to make candy? What's like old Gertie's hunch is going to prove out? Not that I'll ever tell her so, the way she goes primal at the slightest hint of criticism. Too much product for us to transport. Gonna need a ship to smuggle this off-world. Probably need Lilia Hagen to send a team. No way Miss Mayling can handle this job out of Fallbrook. Be working on Remy, plying in with the pale kale ale he likes. Figure if I get him nice and sloshed, he'll tell me the password into that place. Did some exploring while he and Gertie were testing the Alawiti gas. Found an old elevator shaft, a lab coat modded into a hidey spot for some dandified weapon. Thing's probably worth enough to make me a right top runger after I go back for it. Old Mercer's getting himself to Byzantium. You can bet on it. Can't let Remy or Gertie find out about it. Gertie'll go all full barn and demand I split the profits. Remy, he'll probably send me to the boneyard and keep it for himself. And this one? The screen is cracked and most of the keys are non-functional, fused together from plasma damage. All but a few entries are unreadable. Of those remaining, only snippets can be viewed. Okay, these are going to probably update our quest log, maybe? More science weapons. Wow. More science weapons, indeed. One is on Monarch, in fact. We'll take a proper look at that at some point. Okay, so what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a sniper rifle, or the rifle that I've got now. But the Mark II version would be really nice. Would be, you know.
You shopping for pre-owned or new? If you bloody it, you buy it. Store policy.
Okay, let's see what she got here. See what she got. Not seeing what I want. Plasma carbine. Plasma launcher. Yeah. The weapons I want seem to be few and far between. Okay, so before I go any further, just want to check out. So all these extra scientific weapons. Let's have a look. Weapons from the void, right? Yeah, acquire a science weapon on Monarch. Research facility in the wilderness. So, yeah, we've got that to do as well. Added to our list whilst here on the Moon of Monarch. Gold armor. Pretty nifty, but not great protection though. What's this? 6,000? Electro-charged surface. Interesting.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Okay. Noted.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for insurance. I was looking for things that go bang. I'll leave you be. Insurance. It's a pretty big place, is this, isn't it? Right, okay, so we've got another vending machine. I'm just going to explore everything here before we go and speak with good old Catherine. $29 medium, that's not bad actually. What level is that? Must be level 18, right? Yeah. How did I know that, you wonder? Well, I saw a level 18 piece of armor in Amber Heights, which was level 29, which was armor 29. It's probably going to be better than my current armor, because I think I actually modded my armor or tinkered with it to get it up to its current level, which is level 30, armor 33. So if we were to tinker with a level 29, you know, sort of 3 or 4 times, it would be higher than 33. So it's probably more beneficial for us to actually nab that. I'll hang off for now, though.
Cleaner, fancier, better booze.
It'll be massively better, but
Cheaper. I've emptied 14-bit carts in the last 2 hours.
That's because you've got a terrible tell. Whenever you're lying, your right eye twitches.
Stand clear of Solvent Street.
ah, more vending machines. Goddamn crap ton of the things, man. 26, not quite as good. I don't know what I'm looking for nowadays. I mean, they all sell the same things, pretty much. Not too much variation with them. Still haven't found one of those 6,000 bit scopes, 6 times scope, or whatever it was that we found on. What's the name of the place where we first landed? The name escapes me, but you know what I'm talking about. We found it, and it was never seen again. Right, so before we go and speak with Catherine, I just thought I'd pop over here and enjoy this fantastic waterfall. Look at this. Wow. I'm assuming this is the great waterfall that gives this place its name. Okay, let's go speak with Catherine, shall we? It's quite a quirky place, this, isn't it? With its sort of light strung across, the natural kind of rock that this place is built into, the waterfall. I like it. Oops.
On second thought, it's best if I don't know. What's your order?
I have no idea what you said because I double-clicked by mistake. It's been a long day. You got any glacial age whiskey? I heard it hits the spot.
No, I don't have any... Ugh. If it's only a drink you're after, the full bar's upstairs. This here's the ante up, where you place your bets.
Bets? What can I bet on?
Tossball, autoloader races, card games, you name it. I ain't picky. And neither is Catherine. We'll both break your legs if you lose, then shirk on paying.
Glad to see you try. I'm out of here.
Every...
I'm just trying to put my damn gun away. What's wrong with you? Right, we're off upstairs. Ah, the full bar's up here. The Tipsy Sprat Vendor. Nice shades.
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story?
A friendly bartender. It's a rare breed around these parts. But if you're asking for my story, well, hold on to your glasses, lady. I've been frozen in space for 70 years. And one day...
Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to. Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand?
And now we're talking. Thought it was too good to be true for a bit of courtesy. I understand, all right.
Splendid. We appear to be of the same mind.
Indeed we do. And that mind is I ain't spending a penny in this place. See you later. Stupid cow.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Catherine, you're as welcoming as ever.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. I'm Shepard.
I'll be sure to remember that, fella. Want to tell me what you need? Well, I'm half listening.
I'll get to the less important things first. Sanjar said you know something about a corporation operating in secret here on Monarch.
Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the Northern Bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely.
Alright, but you can't tell me anything else?
If I could, I would have. It's my crew whose lives are on the line. Them dying's just bad business.
Oh, it's all about the business. Yeah, oh, and by the way, I'm the person that's here to fix the problems. Yeah, your sublight problem.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
Yeah, I know what it's about. The Ultra V-type stuff. Gas.
So you got a brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
Define safe.
Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
Okay, what is this gas exactly?
Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is that labs use it to create plants and livestock out of local species. But it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board, so it is of high value on the dark market.
Right. I'll look into it.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through, or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
Don't worry about it. Me and Nyoka here have handled mantisaurs before. We'll be fine.
And will again. We ought to be taking any opportunity we get to bury those critters in lead.
Direct and aggressive. I always did like your sensibilities. You know when to strike and when to wait. Shame what came of your crew.
Crews are for ships. They were a family.
Close enough. Now, after you clear the manti nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Yeah, well, I've got an engineer on board my ship. She can handle it.
Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature? Handle it with the utmost of care. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
Heavy helping hand. Okay. I might be interested.
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
Corporate takeover. Vigilante style. It's going to involve a lot of murder and mayhem, is it?
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
Okay. Specifics.
Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details. So long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut, or his production lines ought to make do.
Alright. Any tips on how I might get in?
If you got brass knockers, you can shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Boy, if I know.
Alright, so say I want to sabotage the factory.
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
Sounds good. Sabotage. Better than murder.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Ooh, lots of info there and another task to do. Well, do you think Shepard?
Great, ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
Cell sanitization needed. Alert. Cell sanitization needed.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think we're going to go and sabotage or kill a guy so she can get her grubby mitts on a rather profitable venture? As if. Got better things to do. Anyway, we told her we'll do it, of course, just to keep her sweet in case we need her services in the future regarding this sublight quest, which is a bit more up our street. But anyway, we've got enough information for now to wade through. Some more things to do whilst we're on Monarch, so we'll have to look in our journal, our map, and coordinate our plan of attack. And that'll be, of course, something for next time. But as it gets darker, I don't know, was this purple lighting always there? Probably, but I've only just noticed it. I do like it. So in the next session, we'll head out and do some more work here on Monarch. Until then, I think we're going to go back inside and grab ourselves a couple of drinks. From our own pack, of course, because we ain't buying off the bartender, the rude woman that she was. See you soon.